Kmichelle has revealed that she has been diagnosed as severely autistic. Diagnosed. Amanda, you see, she went to a doctor. She didn't just take some quiz online. Diagnosed. Diagnosed. I think that was the real seal in her coffin when she came out and said, well, I got autism, but I haven't been diagnosed. But I diagnosed myself. That's when we realized for all your education, you are stupid. Not ignorant, stupid. Ignorant means you don't know. Stupid means you think you're so smart you get in your own way of the actual knowledge. You know more than the doctor, so you could diagnose yourself. Cam Newton says it was never his intention to create broken homes. Okay, then after you had the first baby mama and you realize, all right, I'm not going to be with her, then you don't have any more children. You don't have to have children with every woman you're with. It's okay to not have a child. That's what you do if you don't want to create more broken homes. Realize, okay, tried it with her. No more kids. No more kids. Will Smith opens up about turning down Inception role that went to Leonardo DiCaprio. He said he didn't get the plot. I don't think anybody really got the plot. I think it's a movie for white guys that want to think they're smarter than they are. And so they act like they understand it. They don't get that shit. It's like when you in math class and the teacher explains it and you nod and you act like you got it and you get home and it's fish grease. It's confusing as fish grease. That's what it is. What would you do if you had to abruptly cancel your honeymoon because your spouse forgot their passport was expired? I guess we've already done it. We've canceled the honeymoon. I mean, like, how much did we lose? How much did we lose? I wouldn't even be that upset with him. I would be upset with myself because I'd be like, why didn't I check and make sure? Because you can't use a passport 6 months out. If you're like, a passport lasts for 10 years, but it really lasts 9.5. Because once you in that like last 6 months, you can't go nowhere. You can't use it. Oh my God, DDG is threatening to sue gossip bloggers for emotional distress caused by negative stories about him. Good luck. Good luck, because you're the one out here giving us the material. If we didn't have court documents for your restraining order, we wouldn't have to talk about your piss poor behavior to your child and to your baby mama. You fumbled the bag and we're calling you on it. And you're now upset that you've realized, oh, other A-list women aren't going to be interested in me now that I've been proven to be a scrub. Although women do love a poor choice. I have to say, as we tune into Kenya's new YouTube show, which may be the only place we see her for a while, I think this Brit Edie tragedy shows us it's not about who starts it, it's about how you react to it. And any legal team that's working with a network, like the only thing I think Kenya could go on right now, as radioactive as she is Zeus. That's the only place where those type of antics would be welcome, is Zeus. Zeus. And hell, even the Claremont twins was able to sue Bad Girls Club. So y'all gotta be careful. Also, this has taught us, don't stay too late at the damn fair. And don't stay around people that don't give a fuck about you. Bravo don't give a fuck about you. And that's also why they didn't take that threat serious. They like, look, we decided to give you a pickup letter because you acted like you had something to show. Prove yourself, heifer. And you couldn't. It had been time for Kenya to move on to her next project. I ain't saying the heifer can't work. I want her to work. It's time to do something new. When Candy left, when Garcelle left, we're seeing black women specifically know how to work the platform, work it, and be seen. But apparently Kenya is taking a page out of Kim Zolciak's book and selling her personal belongings. As you see here, this Saturday, you can head on over to Kenya Moore Hair Spa and buy clothing from her personal collection. Now, Kim did this when she was broke. Jenna said she did it to afford her dental work. So I don't know if she already having cash flow problems. You admitted on your last YouTube episode that you was withholding $89,000 in rent since you put $89,000 in the building, and you wanted your rent tax credit, which you should get. But that also sounds like cash flow problems to me. And now that you selling dresses that you ain't gonna be wearing in confessionals anymore, you may as well go on and cash in. Or you may as well sell them little HSN dresses and put some expensive labels in it so you can get your money back and then some. I think you ain't above putting a Prada label in a Rada dress. But yeah, this Saturday, if you want to head down to Kenya Moore Hair Care, you can buy some of her moderately stylish clothing. If you're in the market for a dress that shows off some cleave but still come down but past the knee, because you know she got them marked up knees, all that money and all that. Kenya Moore skincare is what we need. Bump the hair, get some skincare. I remember them dark marks like you was on your knees, but we know men don't want you, so you wasn't even on your knees. Why your knees scuffed up? Why your knees scuffed up? But good luck with your garage sale, heifer. Good luck. I guess Bravo said, don't call us, we'll call you. So I hope this is a lesson to all housewives. Be here for 4 or 5 seasons and then get your shit and go. Get your likability and get on. Don't stay too long trying to play a role that you've aged out of. Being the villain on Housewives, you need to be a little younger so you can have room to grow. Don't nobody want to see a 60-year-old bitch. You haven't been able to find any joy, any purpose in 60 years, any happiness. Baby, that's on you. That's on you. That's on you. That ain't on everybody. That's on you. And we don't want to see it. It's not interesting. It's depressing. It's sad. It's not what we want to emulate. These shows are about aspirational lives, aspirational wealth. Nobody wants to be a 60-year-old mean girl. Nobody wants to be that. Kenya is a cautionary tale. Pulling a conceive and leave at 49. You was on this show for 10 years with no friends. I tried to watch the Kmichelle Cam Newton interview, and it just wasn't possible. He is insufferable. Insufferable. It went from Kmichelle talking about her yodeling scholarship to him vaguely talking about his relationship in code talk, which really irritates me. Either talk plain or don't say it. If it's not something you should be talking about, then leave me out of it. Leave all of us out of it. Then Kmichelle asking him if he's going to create more broken homes because he was whining about the fact that people said he creates broken homes, and Kay was kind of needling him, saying your kids deserve a father that's there every day and you ain't there every day, so they are broken homes. Child, every interview gonna be about that with you from now on. You worse than Nene with bringing up Greg every 5 minutes. I can't with you. Ha! She said, that reminds me of Frost Bistro. They've been married forever and they're miserable. I mean, there is a dutifulness there, a resignation to the union. I just watched them do an interview with Carlisp. Rashida's still not happy about the outside baby, but she's convinced herself that she's over it. Because the truth is, she knows she's going to end up with another cheater and another outside baby. So she's resigned to letting him cheat in peace. He is too insufferable to listen to, so we just gonna get to the rest of Hot Topics. Nick Cannon is the new host of Lego Masters, and this man needs to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for keeping a job. He has Wildin' Out. Like, I don't know how he's able to keep creating. Did that show end? Because I swear Wildin' Out was its own damn channel at some point. A homeless woman blasts her date for judging her living situation. She says that he was out of line for saying she shouldn't be dating. At your big age, you need a lease, not a man. If this is not a baby Risa Tisa, because I'm sorry, Risa Tisa, all she really needed was a mortgage. What's she doing now? Is she still capitalizing off that story? Is that story gonna come out? Risa was everywhere for a minute. I think she's doing Manjaro commercials. They're not Manjaro. One of them prescription medicines. I think I see her on TikTok. Simon said there was no coffee, no purified water, and no real meat in ICE detention. No real meat, huh? So you weren't sitting twixt knees to get your scalp braided? Also, apparently, Portia was paying his child support while he was detained, but that's that Georgia bullshit where they'll come after the wife for the child support. So she was like, let me go on and pay this and shut y'all up. Girl, you came out of this in debt. Because I'm sure a couple more people is going to try to sue Simon, and you was married to his ass, so you going to be on the hook for whatever debts he created in the marriage. And now that he's deportated, you ain't getting that child support back. You ain't getting nothing back. You ain't getting your time back. I just don't know why you saw this 61-year-old scammer and said, yes, let me quit both my jobs for this. I think you're so stupid it's disappointing. You're so stupid we have to look away. We have to look away. Bambi and fiance get into physical altercation with Love and Hip Hop staff at their engagement party. I love the headline, Bambi and fiance. We're not going to learn his name. We don't need to know it. He's just going to be Bambi and fiance. I don't know if they ever going to get married. You know, they're going to have to milk that until next season. But until then, it'll be Bambi and fiance. Once you marry her, then you'll be a husband. But I ain't learning your name. Not because she's with Scrap forever in my mind, but just because he's not interesting. And you really gonna get some SoundCloud rapper and your celibacy plotline? That's what the Bam is bringing. That's what, ooh, God. Well, I will say Bambi makes more money than me for now, but I wouldn't want to be doing that at 44. I wouldn't want to be with a SoundCloud rapper on a reality show in my middle age. I could do a reality show, but it'd have to be about real estate or something. I want it to be not drama. Not drama. I wouldn't, I'm glad that my past doesn't include being in a hot tub with Kirk. You could have gotten pregnant by Kirk. Kirk! You were in the hot tub with Kirk. Oh, God. Ooh, I just, oh. That is the definition of gray water. Oh, God. Now 50's accusing his son of PPP fraud. This man hates his kids. He's trying to go for full custody of one because, the others really hate you. But I think the one that you get custody of, that kid's going to hate you too. You're an awful person. You make great television, but you're a horrible being. That's why they shot you 9 times. You deserved it. Tina Knowles took a picture of a full stadium and captioned it, struggling ticket sales. Well, I mean, when you on Groupon for $3, yeah, you can fill up a stadium as Beyonce. She ain't getting $1,200 a show no more. Ain't nobody got it. Ain't nobody got it. You need to be grateful people is getting in their couch cushions to go see your little heifer one more again. I don't want to see her ass outside for a few years. I didn't had enough of a Beyonce freaking concert. I don't want to hear about it no more. It was like the Taylor Swift Eras tour. It's like you couldn't open your phone without getting news about it. It's more immersive than the Kardashians. I'm tired. I'm happy the heifer in London. Take your cowboy boots off and do something. Where's Act 3? You know what? Come out with some music I enjoy, Beyonce. How about you do that? Diva, that album was cool. Your first album was cool. Come out with something we could dance to. It's a recession and we need to party. We don't need country. Blackbirds is cute and all, but I didn't have it with the boot scooting. Bring back R&B. Do something meaningful. Kmichelle named her daughter with Jalen Green, who could be her son, Light Green. I do feel like that kid's gonna be made fun of with a name like Light Green, but at least it's not like, Puce. Puce is a horrible name. It's a horrible color. So I'd rather be Light Green than Puce. And it's, of course, Light Green with a Y. I guess light because Drea's head is light bulb shaped. She's always giving you a 60-watt tea. So I guess. Medea gets into drag again for Destination Wedding. Medea's destination wedding. Girl, will you go on and be on Drag Race and call it a damn day? I want to see you strut for the crown. I really think you would be one of the best drag contestants that we've ever seen. You and Rue could get out there and just big bitch the house down. I want to see it. Has Rue ever been in a Medea movie? This is the crossover we need. This is the crossover we need. I need Medea on the damn main stage and backstage at the Interior Illusions Lounge. Tyler, come on out. Come on out. I mean, Medea has her own gynecologist at this point. A man threw his pet raccoon into a packed bar as revenge after being kicked out. One person was bitten. And you know they this. And you know they are this. They arrested the man. I feel bad for the raccoon community. I don't want raccoons getting bad raps or raccoons having to be put down because this guy threw a raccoon into a packed bar. The raccoon was like, what the hell? I don't want to drink right now. They still cannot find the 2 inmates that broke out of that jail in New Orleans. They're offering legal representation. That ain't gonna help because they did the crime. You gonna want them to do more time. I'm out, girl, it's been 3 weeks. I done already built new habits. I pray they are somewhere in Mexico where they will never be found. Because in Canada, they'll stick out like a sore thumb. But in Mexico, I mean, they do have face tattoos. But I don't know, get some foundation. But I hope you somewhere where ain't nobody gonna find you. But legal representation, you need to be like, look, if you come back, you do 5 months and tell us how you did it and where you was. Oh, God. Crystal Kung Minkoff. I can't tell you. Like, I was starting to enjoy you on Humble Brag, but you are bringing up why nobody liked your ass in the first place. Crystal said she called her attorneys after Sutton Strack entered her room in the middle of the night. That same damn moment, Sutton came in and you was naked and you still but heard about, oh my God, that woman was not trying to look at your pussy. Was it rude? Yes, but Jesus. Also, you're on a reality show. You've got cameras and all these people around you. Somebody might see you twat. That can't be the end of the world for you. If you're gonna be in that kind of environment, either lock the damn door or stop whining. Oh my God. I called my attorneys because I was like, are they allowed to come into my room in the middle of the night? I asked the producers if I could quit the show. I wish they had let your ass. God, I wish they had let your ass. You didn't bring anything. I'm not telling you that you did it intentional. I'm letting you know my experience because I have body dysmorphia. See, keyword, you have body dysmorphia. Ain't nobody looking at you but your motherfucking husband. Sutton don't give me she's itching for a fresh cup of twat. Believe me. And hell, that heifer was so drunk she probably saw 3 of you. But girl, your body dysmorphia doesn't have anything to do with the fact that you didn't lock the door while you were changing and you were still filming and Sutton came in. Oh my God. I'm saying you are out white womening white women with this. Well, I have body dysmorphia. Then lock the fucking door. That's what you do. You lock the door when you change clothes. You don't whine and talk about how you've been, what was the word? Violated. Somebody walks in on you and you didn't lock the door and you got an issue with people seeing you naked. Baby, that's on you. You are a grown woman. I can't, you want to be infantilized like a white woman and I don't do it for them. I ain't gonna do it for you. Jesus Christ, you are still whining about this. Don't nobody want to look at you. You're off the fucking show. Oh, you should feel violated by your own stupidity for forgetting to lock the door. All right, well, those were today's top stories from this bottom. So I'll see you soon for something. Okay. Let's start with Pastors Eat Pussy Too. Yeah, slob on that cat. Pashush, eat that shit, old nickel. You like how that cat tastes? Hell yeah, girl. I bit my bottom lip hard. What it tastes like? Tell me, I moaned. I held tightly to the sides of the pastor's head with my hands as he relentlessly devoured the fuck out of my guts. Shit tastes like candied yams, girl, and not that nasty ass shit in the can. I'm talking fresh yams with all types of marshmallows, cinnamon, brown sugar. He forgot the nutmeg. He paused for a moment and ran his big bell pepper nose to my clitoris, to my ass, taking a long whiff. Oh my God. Bitch, my pussy juices overfloweth just thinking how this old nigga was so fucking nasty. Pastor Wilson moaned and said, and butter, just like how grandmom and them used to make them back in Hattiesburg. But girl, you know I love the way your little coochie smell. Pastor chuckled in his thick, deep Mississippi accent. Without hesitate, he went back to slurping and sucking my little puss. He slowly caressed my inner thighs with the ends of his fingertips. It was crazy, too, because I was still motherfucking blown by the fact that this old nigga had polished fingernails. I noticed that shit when I first met his ass. If he wasn't a pastor, I think this nigga was a fucking pimp. Shit, Me Ling did an excellent job of buffing them nails, though. Might need that little Asian hoe's phone number so I could book an appointment. As this so-called man of God continued to suck my sinning soul out of my sexy-ass body, legs and hips and body, my legs shivered nonstop like I was having a seizure. Bitch, go get me some CBD or something, because I swore I was second away from squirting all over his bird. You like that, huh? The bishop moaned among the incessant whooshing sound of his succulent slurps. Shush! Don't talk. Just keep eating that little pussy. Wrap them big back lips around my clit, old nigga. I threw my head back and sunk it into the pillow. My eyes closed. Now, I kid you not, all I could see and feel was heaven. My hands gripped at the bedsheet as Pastor Williams' clit-sucking seemed to intensify. Ooh, and speaking of which, I just knew Maria or Jose was gonna be mad as fuck in the morning when they come here and have to change these sheets, bitch. My thick-ass legs was open wide as all outside. And now I had this crusty nigga playing in it like he was a quarterback. Except Pastor Wilson wasn't running a ball. Old fuck nigga was running his tongue in and out of my pussy and my ass. That nigga was truly an MVP. Somebody come give this nigga a ring and induct his ass in the pussy-eating Hall of Fame. Still, truth be told, this nigga was like OJ. And yes, OJ, because this Mormon Freeman-ass looking motherfucker was murdering my clit, even with all types of scripture laced in his tongue. Ho, I was shooketh right now, you hear me? Nothing but the sound of pussy juice slurps filled the cognac and Newport smelling air. The slurps bounced off the walls of the dark, musty motel room, mixing in with both our nonstop moans and groans. I couldn't believe this 70-year-old man was eating me out like this in all my days. I ain't have a nigga with such perfected head game. This shit was amazing. Here I was, 23 years old, thinking this was somebody's nasty ass, bless the hands of the cook, praying worms having granddaddy wouldn't dare know how to handle some tender young pussy. And that is the prologue for Pastors Eat Pussy Too. I hope you'll join me for the dramatic reading and book club discussions on my Patreon. I'll see you soon.